Sorry about Cha-Cha. Her ass playing this shit in the back. She making hella noise. I'm sorry.
Let's get it on up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration.
Hey family, welcome to the J Spot. My name is Jasmine. Thank you for coming to my channel. I've been drinking today, so if I'm doing a little too much, that's why. But today we are going to be talking about 10 rules for 2022. I am on this glow up, level up, spiritual journey up, all of that. I'm on this journey of healing and of elevation. And I am also on a recovery path from psychosis, hearing voices and shit. If you've seen my other videos, you know that shit gets really bad for me sometimes. But the voices right now are quite mild. Small random tip for people that are dealing with psychosis. I have learned that if you stop responding to the voices, it's hard for them to engage you in conversation and to take control of your mind. Because after you start talking to them, that's when things get overwhelming. That's when things get too fucking much. Stop talking to them. It's never good for you. Even if they're making you imagine things, even if they're pretending to be your friends, stop talking to them. And there will be more videos about psychosis. But I also want to talk about other things too. Because this mental illness is mental illness. But this shit ain't gonna stop me. This shit ain't gonna stop me, because before all of that, I had a plan. Like, I had a plan and I was doing my thing. So I'm not letting it stop me. But neither here nor there. Let's talk about these 10 rules for 2022. This is the time to glow up. Now, let me just say this. I have been hearing that now is the time, this is the most amazing time to be alive. This is the time that all souls want to be alive. I ain't got no lipstick on. That's what I'm looking at. I just went out and I was drinking, so my lipstick gone. I hope I'm not looking too rough. But I haven't, this is the time to get yourself together. And it's been that way for about 3 years. It's not like this is the time and this is the only time now to get yourself together, to level up, to be successful. No, you have all of your life, but why wait for all of your life? It's important to do things now, but this is the most important time to be alive. This is the most popular and most yearned for time to be alive. There is a huge spiritual awakening going on right now, and we are a part of it. If you're watching this video, you are a part of it. And within the next 10 to 15 years, this energy is going to circulate and expand upon the earth as the collective consciousness grows and becomes more aware. So this is the time, okay? 2022, don't fuck around. Excuse my language. Don't mess around. Do what you got to do, because you're only putting it off for yourself. You're only putting off your own, your own success, your own achievement, your own elevation by procrastinating, quitting on yourself, waiting. That brings me to rule number 1, not giving up. 2022, we are not giving up. We are not giving up on our goals. Yes, we might take a break. We might. But the beginning of the year, this is the beginning of the year. So right now you need to go crazy, go stupid, go hard for the next 90 days if you can. At least 3 weeks, because 3 weeks, it takes 21 days to make a habit. Don't give up. Give yourself a good head start to this year by doing things the right way. Not taking the short route, doing everything that you need to do, attracting all of your goals to you for the next 3 months, the next 90 days. And by then it'll be more than a habit. It'll be a lifestyle. I have a bad habit of giving up 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, even 4 weeks in, giving up. Don't do that, because you're only disappointing yourself. That makes it harder to have self-esteem. That makes it harder to be confident in yourself, in your own abilities, in your inner guidance, in your inner, power. So don't do that. Rule number 2, we are eating clean more often. I was about to say all the time. No, we're eating clean more often. I'm not talking make spinach smoothies every morning for the rest of your life. You should really start your day off with fruit every day. But either, I'm not saying be clean eating the rest of your life. Never go back to meat. Never eat a burger again. That's not what I'm saying. Never go to McDonald's again. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying we are eating clean more often, more home cooked meals, more fruits and vegetables. Let me just give you a small little guidance. Before you even start eating like food, fruits or vegetables included, before you even start eating food, you should drink some water, a good amount of water, 500 milliliters, whatever, just a bottle of water, whatever. You should try to get a gallon of water a day. Just try. See how far down in the gallon you drink. You know what I'm saying? But aim for 2 liters. The first thing you should eat is fruit, because that allows your digestive system to clear even more after the water. That allows more cleansing to take place. And then you need to go in with your vegetable after that. Your vegetable, your salad, your whatever your vegetable is going to be. A fresh salad is always best. Raw food is better than cooked food. After your salad, then you get your good meal. Your chicken, your rice, your beans, your salmon, your pasta. Chickpea pasta is actually a motherfucking hit. Y'all should try it. Chickpea pasta. But whatever you're going to eat, that's what you need to eat. Something clean, but healthy and wholesome and filling, But the first things you should eat are raw fruits and vegetables, so your body can get that initial nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Not only does eating clean give you more energy, and more energy giving you more, ambition to follow your goals, clean eating is going to clear your whole vibration up. It's going to raise your vibration. It's going to give you more positive outlook on life. It's going to just change your whole life, really. You will find yourself not thinking as negatively. You will find yourself happier for no reason. You will find yourself more energized. You will just be better, okay? So clean eating. Eating a burger is not going to make you feel like you can conquer the world. And we need to learn how to know that we can conquer the world. You feel me? Your world. I mean, maybe not the world, but your world. You can conquer your world. Best believe. We all can. So clean eating, that is one of the most important steps to that. Rule number 3. We are drinking water majority of the time. I already touched on this. Try for a gallon a day. And you're going to pee. You are going to pee, baby. You're going to pee like 5 times every 30 minutes. I be peeing like a motherfucker. And I ain't sorry about Cha-Cha. Her ass playing this shit in the back. She making hella noise. I'm sorry. But you are going to feel so much better drinking all of that water. Like, seriously. You are going to feel so much better. Your mind is going to be clearer. That has really helped with my psychosis. It has made the voices quieter. It has made me less prone to anxiety. Drinking water has made me less prone to anxiety. Ain't that crazy? It's really not. It's just something they don't teach us. So drink more water. Drink water majority of the time. Aim for 2 liters, but buy a gallon and see how much of it you drink. I buy 7 gallons of water a week, 1 for each day. So try to do something like that, Number 4, being more present. I spent so much time worrying about things that aren't happening right now. Things that I don't even need to be concerned with. I'm still in college. I'm thinking about moving away and starting my life and building a career and having all the money. Close the chapter that you're in right now first. Get that mission completed and then move on to the next mission. You are doing what you're doing now. And the joy is in the present moment. The joy is in the work. I have seen a significant improvement, and I don't know what exactly to attribute it to. But I have seen a significant improvement in how I think and how I feel about my present moment, because now I'm studying for school. I'm actually paying attention. I ain't going to class yet. That's something I need to work on. But I am doing my homework. I'm following up with my group members for group work. I am at work doing homework, and I'm also studying for something external to school that I just want for myself. I want to get licensed in something that I'll share with y'all later if you're interested. But after I get it, can't be messing up my manifestations. Gotta keep it. But I do want you all to know, you have to stay present. You cannot afford to be thinking about all these other different things. You have to think about what you're doing now, because now is where all of the power is. Now is the only moment that exists. So it's important to stay in the present moment, get what you're doing done now. And eventually, I'm not saying it'll happen tomorrow, especially if you're in a shitty situation. I'm going to make more videos about depression. The ones that are up now are kind of boring, but try to get through it if you can. Depression is a bitch. I'm not saying to ignore it, but that is part of the reason that you aren't in the present moment. Depression is an obvious indication that you are not in the present moment, and you need to get yourself to the present moment. So just think about that. Think about what you're doing now. That's where all the beauty is. That's where the journey is. That's where the greatness is. And that's where the you that you're looking for grows from. So don't think about what's happening in the future. At least don't dwell on it. But really, really, really buckle down now, because that's the only part that's going to get you to that future you. Number 5, not being sad about the past. This kind of goes hand in hand with being present. But I used to spend so much time having anxiety and flashbacks about things that happened years ago. Things that happened to me years ago. I was still thinking about it. I should make some story times, but I can barely even remember those times. And that's a good thing. When you start not to remember, they might call that trauma, but who cares? Okay, you were traumatized and you moved on. You're no longer in the frequency of remembering that happening to you. Now you're able to move on from it. Now you're able to grow. Now you're able to be better. It's not about what happened to you in the past. It's not about that part. We're moving on from that. Don't think about all those things that make you sad. You know those memes that try to make it funny? Like it'll say, me cringing about something that I did 3 years ago, and then a funny meme. Okay, that's cute and everything, but no, that's not good. That means that you aren't doing enough in the present moment. When you're still thinking about some shit that happened 3 years ago, that's because right now you don't have enough on your mind to, supersede what happened in the past. Okay, if you had a life right now, that's a real mean way to say it, but get a life. If you had a life right now today, you wouldn't be thinking about that shit that happened 3 years ago. So it's important to build your life today. Stop thinking about the things that made you sad years ago, even a month ago. Okay, shit happens. It does take us time to heal, but it's important to move on. It's important to keep going. It is important to stop thinking about those things that made us sad years ago. Period. Number 6, taking it one day at a time for our goals. I have had so many goals, so long, like weight loss. Weight loss is a big one for me, where I'm just ready to just rip my stomach off because I'm tired of this motherfucker. But you know what? Baby steps. I didn't grow this stomach overnight. In fact, I've had a little gut since I was a kid. So I know it's not going to take me a week, 2 weeks, a month to get rid of it. It's going to take some serious dedication, and all of your goals will. How do you expect to be financially abundant for the rest of your life if you can't even stick to a plan for 3 months of your life? You have to think about that. You have to stay consistent. You have to be diligent in your goals. But to do that, you have to take things one day at a time. Because when we think about it in a whole scheme of things, it gets overwhelming. We don't know how to do it. We discourage ourselves. We chicken ourselves out. We psych ourselves out. So it's important to take it one day at a time. Make sure every day you get up and you do what you're supposed to do. Write a to-do list. That's a good tip. Write a list of things that the perfect, not even perfect, but the version of you that you want to be, write a list of those things out. Write a list, maybe 10 things. And then write 2 habits that each of those things on that list requires in order to be that person. So for example, if I were to lose weight, if I were to write on my list, I'm 150 pounds and I'm lean and healthy, athletic, then I would write 2 habits that would get me to that goal. Clean eating, drinking water, exercise. That was 3 habits, but you get what I'm saying. So write a list of how you want to be, the things that the perfect and the best version of you, the version of you want to be. Write a list of those things that person does, and then stem off of that and write 2 habits or 3 habits for each of those things on that list about those things. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Number 7, we are figuring out our finances this year. We aren't going into 2023 broken without a plan. We aren't going to 2023 broke and without the plan rolling in motion. Okay, we might be a little broke in 2023, maybe. But at least if your plan is in motion, then you got the ball rolling. We aren't going to 2023 without a plan. You need to look at your debt. You need to look at your assets. You need to look at your liabilities, which are your debts. And you need to figure in your debts and expenses. And you need to figure out what you need, how much you need each month, how much you need to have more than that amount each month. And you need to include a savings and investment portfolio. You got to do your business. Now, I ain't the girl. I ain't the one to give you all of that advice, baby. I'm not gonna pretend to be the perfect YouTuber that knows everything. No, I've watched a lot of videos, so I could probably just spit out the information that other YouTubers have given me. But at the end of the day, you want to go on YouTube and search for those kind of things specifically. What can I do to improve my finances? How to level up my finances this year? Things like that, to get that advice. But that's something you need to do in 2022. You need to get your finances together. We're no longer playing the broke game. And you need to start a business or some sort of passive income stream, because 9-to-5s ain't cutting it no more. They're just not. It's cute that you want to, work for somebody and enjoy your work in the industry you're in. That's cute. That's great. But let's cut down to the chase. Capitalism is a bitch. And if you ain't on top, you on bottom. So it's important to get your finances together. Be the boss in your life. Become an entrepreneur in some way. And you can have your other job on the side. But nonetheless, get your finances together this year. Number 8, we are strengthening our spirituality. We cannot succeed. We cannot achieve our goals. We can't even go after our goals without having a relationship with God, with the universe, with what our ancestors, whatever you connect to. We cannot have that unless we cultivate it, exercise that muscle. We have to spend more time with nature. We have to spend more time with ourselves. We have to drink more water, healthy things, so that our vibration is clear and that those divine messages can reach us. But we have to strengthen our spirituality with gratitude. We have to journal so that we can see what our thoughts are looking like. We have to do those things, because you can't really see where you're going unless you know where you've been and you know where you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you strengthen your spirituality in some kind of way. I'm not saying, first of all, let's just clear the air right here, right now. If you don't believe in God, if you don't, follow religion, I can understand that. But best believe you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. You have a creator, and your creator and you are deciding together subconsciously what you want for your life. You decided what you wanted for your life before you came here. You decided what you wanted before you even got here. Your soul made an agreement to experience everything you're experiencing. And having a soul means you are spiritual. So spirituality, religion, whatever you want to call it, strengthen it. Practice something that feeds that part of you so that you can really know yourself and be strong in your inner divine wisdom. Okay? Because everything 3D might distract us, but the 4D and the 5D and the dimensions we don't even know we're in yet, those are the ones that matter. So really strengthen your spirituality, because that's the only way you're going to see any other progress in your life. Number 9 is being ourselves. We are not pleasing nobody. We're not pleasing nobody this year. 2022, we are pleasing and being ourselves. We are cultivating a relationship with ourselves. We are being ourselves completely. For example, my parents think that in May, when I graduate from this college, I'm going to walk the stage and do the ceremony that they do where they pass you that empty ass degree holder that don't even got the real degree in it, and they just say your name. They want me to do that ceremony. That's cute and everything, but I've done a graduation ceremony before, and there's really nothing particularly grand about it to me. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I am being myself, and I am standing with myself in that decision, because my parents really think that I'm going to do that shit, but I'm not. I'm not. And that's a minor example. But in everything you do, be yourself. I don't care who accepts you. I don't care what accepts you. I don't care who doesn't and what doesn't. You need to love yourself through it all. Whether you're sitting in a room crippled, anxiety in full force, or whether you are at the top of the world doing your shit, being the best version of you that you've been all year, in any situation, be yourself. I don't care what's happening. Whatever. If you are experiencing anxiety, if you are experiencing depression, if you are experiencing pure ecstasy, be yourself. Acknowledge and enjoy and embrace the emotions that you are experiencing as a spiritual being in this human experience. Acknowledge how great that you are in this moment. Acknowledge that you are amazing for being able to experience and acknowledge this circumstance that you are noticing about your life. Acknowledge that you are enjoying life, that you are not enjoying life, that you are, sad, that you are mad, that you are angry, whatever. Be yourself fully and wholeheartedly and unapologetically. Don't apologize for honoring your emotions. Don't apologize for being yourself. I keep saying that, but for real. I mean it, y'all. We're not doing that. Okay. Number 10, last one. We are taking risks this year. We are doing our thug thizzle. We are going to go for it. If you see an opportunity, take that bitch. If you have anxiety about it for a moment, that's a clear indication that you need to do it, because that's just your ego trying to talk your higher self out of doing it. That's just you having a little battle with your inner, your angel and your devil, with your higher and lower nature. That's all that is. And that means that it's something you need to do, because the devil is trying to keep you from doing it. That's all the more reason for you to do it. Okay? We are taking risks this year. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you feel like you need to do it, now be practical. Practicality is important. Okay? Don't expect to put a hell of money into the lottery and win. That's not what I'm saying. That might be stupid, because you could have invested that money and made more money long term. But I am saying take risks. Take a chance on yourself. If you see a business that you want to start, network marketing is a great example of that. Network marketing. I started a network marketing business for myself when I was 19. While it didn't work out, it gave me something. Because I'm not doing it today. But it showed me how the business world works. It showed me how sales work. It showed me how entrepreneurship works. It taught me something. Even if the money didn't necessarily come out of it, the knowledge, the human capital part of it came out of it. That's the international business degree coming out with the human capital vocabulary. But that's the part that I gained. It's not about how much money you make all the time. You never know what's going to make you money in the long run. Experience is what makes you money. And that's even in the capital world with the 9-to-5. People don't hire people that just got out of college that much. People hire people with experience. And that experience prepared me to develop and pursue my own endeavors in the future. I was 19 and I thought that I was going to make hella money from this network marketing brand. That didn't happen for me. And that's okay, because a lot more happened for me, okay? Mentally. So those are all of my tips, y'all. Thank you for watching my whole video. 2022, we are going crazy, going stupid, doing our thing. I don't want to hear shit else but successful things in my comments, okay? Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what you're headed towards in these comments. Let me know what you thought about my video, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.